let me announce myself. Next week we'll have the class again Wednesday and Thursday. It won't be Monday and Tuesday. And this changing the class, please announce that class is next Wednesday and Thursday. So here it is. Changing the class is very costly business, but some international circumstances forces me to do that. Today was a birthday party, so people seem to be overeaten and sleeping there. I saw them yesterday and they're here. Thank you. Today I am talking to you something which you have not heard in the Western world, neither you know it. Therefore, whenever we are stupid, we should not blame ourselves. Our stupidity is not because we want to be. Is there anybody who can voluntarily say, I love to be stupid? Is there anybody in the class? No. So I agree that none of you want to be stupid, right? Is that agreement? We may be stupid, that I am not challenging, but I am saying, but nobody wants to be stupid. Is that true? Okay. And search your heart. None of you wants to be damaging to others or negative. You don't want to harm anybody, is that true? Normally they say live and let live, is that true? But we can't do that. You know what is the problem? We don't know our own mind. We think we know. We feel we know. We believe we know. And the tragedy of all tragedies, we trust we know. The truth is we don't know. Once you know your mind, it's a window. Once you know where it is, what is the frequency of your own mind? Once you know that, you can see your own soul. You shall be intuitive. And once you are intuitive, 72 hours of the time on this earth you will know what is happening and you can take. Is 72 hours not enough? If you are given 72 hours, if everybody would have given 72 hours, would they not leave San Francisco in time? Intuitive mind have basically 72 hours range. And that is the only defense you have got as a human. I say it all the time. Look at all the animals. They have a beak, they have the claws, they have the hoofs, they have the strength to run, they have size of the body to work everything except human. You have no physical defense mechanism. That is why you develop weapons. You have no personal weapon. From the very day you started taking stones, taking clubs, taking the big branches of the tree, you start making the long bamboo stick and make the lance of it. You always try to take the help to protect yourself because your skin has no defense. Any little thing can cut it. Even a blade of grass, if rub your skin on a horizontal angle, it can create a cut. And in those days, you never knew the medicine. And the only thing you knew to just survive. And in your survival, you try to understand. Then first time in the life you found that you can be sick and you can be injured, and you started making some herbs. Take some herb, mix them together. You started knowing the values. So, first day, your own nature taught you how to live healthy. You never wanted very first day how to live beautiful. You were very natural. You were very organic. You were very real. You decided that you want to live healthy. You wanted to live long. You wanted to know. You wanted to grow. You wanted to expand. You have one instinct to you is called curiosity. You start feeling. That's your basic. With your feelings, you start developing feelings, that you start thinking where the feelings come. You have an automatic thought form. Your intellect releasing 100,000 thoughts per wink of the eye. You can wink your eye 60 times per second. Just multiply it, and you will feel very, very extremely miserable. And if you take all those thoughts, all those 100,000 millions of thoughts together, see how your mind works. They are automatic. Thoughts are with you automatic. You have three minds, negative, positive, neutral. Positive mind has a storehouse called memory, or we call it subconscious. Neutral mind gives you the potential capacity to win. In life you lose because you do not use the neutral mind. You always use the negative mind, and the positive mind tell you, you are right. The man with a long nose is not trustworthy. Because Richard had a long nose, Smith has a long nose, and Peter had a long nose. That is your memory. So you pull it together, memory and experience, and you start sorting it out with that attitude, which ultimately becomes your own graveyard. You normally kill your day and you die in the coffin of your everyday own thoughts. You talk of a free human, I am yet to meet one. You have so many thoughts every day, and they are all over you and all around you. Ultimately, there is no you left. You are totally covered. You are totally submerged in your own thoughts. Now, when you are immersed in your own thought, you do not know what nature wants, you do not know what God wants. Therefore, you created religion. So that something can remind you. But unfortunately, religion created religious men. Religion created, and religious men are corrupt. The most corrupt man is the religious man, but he does not believe where is the reality. He started compromising with you. Church has always compromised with congregation. And they call it compassion. And that is where democracy started. Every fool has a vote. and every con man will rule, every wise man will be cornered. Of the people, by the people, for the people. And once you vote for 4 years, they rub you so much you do not know who are the people. Before you love, romance, meet, once you get married, in the name of God, I accept you, that's it. After that one acceptance, there's nothing but 7 to 10 years of rejection. Why? Why happens in our life the pain? It's all mental. Human has no physical pain. Human has no spiritual pain. Human has mental pain. Because human mind should be crystal clear, human mind is always opaque. Human mind is not clear. Because human mind does not have a waiting list. Human mind has to think, compute through permutation and computation, and to decide and to tell, to act. It all has 3 seconds. Human mind has to process everything, to totally give you strategy, planning and projection in 9 seconds. After that you have nothing. You slip one word, you slip one sign, you slip one gesture, you are done. So therefore, it is required that you have to deal with yourself and be in control. Now, how can there be self-control without self-discipline? And you don't need discipline, you don't want discipline, you don't want to talk about it. You cannot live. You cannot affect. You cannot convince. Your presence should affect. And your fragrance should be effective. That's called goodwill. Oh, so and so is coming. So and so is coming in the town. All the fans will just start vibrating and going for their star. Every star has fans, and fans produce a star. Unfortunately, in the spiritual world, you cannot take the worldly popularity. It's a very, very bizarre situation to understand. A spiritual man cannot be a star to men, to people. And he cannot have fans. It's the most thankless job, and it's only one lane job. A spiritual man has to share the spirit again, again, and again, and again, and endlessly. When he shares the spirit again and again and again, there cannot be any motive to gain. Because when a spiritual man mentally gains, he loses. Because he is giving you heavens and he is sharing you heavens. For heavens he cannot gain the earth. Therefore, when you speak spiritually, deal spiritually, or understand things spiritually, you must be in that glory. You must belong to your Creator. That's why in the history of the mankind, all men of God have been crucified. Search every history. Because they became so popular by the strength of that one truth. They stood by that one truth. They favored themselves by that one truth. They speak it again and again and again. The ruler got shaky. Oh, he's getting popular. Oh, people are gathering around him. Oh, it is not possible. Then the politics start working. First they gave them the gifts, then they came, they became the students, they became his disciple, they gave him everything he needed, but he still spoke the same thing. Yeah, this guy is just... Then the propaganda machine, government favors, media, then everything started saying, this man says the same thing. Then they start people with clubs. That didn't work out. They break the legs. That didn't work out. They taught. Look at this. I was so shocked. Somebody in Rome went and just desecrated the synagogue. It was a word on that. Nobody could be found. Now what the synagogue has to do is a building. But that building carry the sentiments, those who come and worship in that building. They got scratched, they got injured. All somebody wanted to create a riot. Don't misunderstand the spiritual man. You always have an image. I have seen this image. Spiritual man has a loin cloth, staff in his hand, bowl in his hand, and it goes around door to door, give you $1 million in blessing, and you give him a pinch of food. That's your impression. That's not true. Spiritual man doesn't want anything from you. He just wants to remind you that you have the spirit too. Spiritual man is not there to bless for you. He just does one multi-million-dollar job that he stands before you and reminds you, you have a spirit too. And mostly you become nasty to him. Mostly. 99.9% you will reflect the rejection of that man of God who will just, it is just like a blind man walking and somebody put a torch on his face. Who are you? Actually, spirituality is not practiced right. We have become machines, we have become assembly lines, we have become roller coasters. Go Sunday, church few minutes, come home, have lunch, then tea-tum-ta-ta and do the whole thing, and sleep at night, fa-fa-fee-fa-fa, and the next morning you get up. That's all your spirituality. Now I want to take this statistic today. Today is very reasonable because you are not overfilled, you can act graciously. Tell me, how many of you, during your awakened hours, now don't lie. Normally we have a habit to show off our hand because we want to be just included. That's not the purpose. How many of you, during your awakened hours, remember God is with you? It's pretty good number. I didn't say that yet. I just want to count, first count. How many of you remember during your awakened hours, God is all the time with you? All the time. Awakened hours. I'm not talking of sleeping hours. And how many times, how many of you during the awakened hours believe, I'm not saying trust, that God does everything and you are just watching it? I have taught well. is even you have lied, but it's a heavy number. It's a good encouragement. I don't mind. I don't mind. Even you have attempted wrong, but it's a good intention. If we mentally trust and expand our mind under our own will to mentally trust God and me and God are one, it takes 72 hours to become one. Time-wise, yes? It's not a lie, it's truth. Because in 72 hours, every cell, 10 trillion cells of your body shall change. And if the mental focus is for 72 hours, that I and God are one unit, the imprint will be carried on to the next cell. Once the imprint carries on, it shall carry on. No man has become divine by hanging from the tree upside down. And no man has become divine by living in the caves. Any man who can 72 hours mentally think God, there is a one word in Sikh Dharma. I would never have been a Sikh if that one line would not have existed. I can bet with you. There is a one line in Sikh Dharma which is most precious and is not anywhere. Ang Sang Va He Guru. With every cell of your body, there are 10 trillion cells, there are 30 trillion units of your body. They change in 72 hours. God is with you. It is the only commandment which exists in one reality, and it's the truth. I am 60-year-old. I have spent 40 years of my life visiting all holy men on this earth. Wherever I could go, I track them down. I go to psychics, I go to name it. And they have all found God. And that's their geography. And I always laugh. How can you, it is just like I say, I have found air. If I say I have found sunshine, yes, that I can understand. Sunshine is when there are no clouds, there is no sunshine. There is a little doubt, right? And at night there is no sunshine because sun is shining somewhere else. I can understand that. If I say I have found sunshine, it sounds something I have found. But let me say, I have found air. How you like it? You say, guy is done. Isn't it true? Isn't it true or not? That is how they say, I have found God. Now what is the difference between the air and the God? Air is everywhere. Where it is not, you can't live. And where it is not, you have to put a cylinder on your back and something on your face. You understand? Exactly when consciously you are conscious, that is God, and when you are not conscious, you have to carry your consciousness into the unconscious, into the subconscious. If you cannot, you are not found your own self. There is no God but your own self. Don't walk into the dark alleys with a situation that you will find light. Don't get into the airless space thinking that you will find the air. Don't walk in life unconsciously thinking you are conscious. Don't be awake. you are mentally sleeping. Have you seen sometime you talk to some person for hours and hours and the person says, yeah, that's very good idea. You say, what is the idea? I say, what do you say? That person didn't listen to you. That person was sleeping, consciously sleeping. We all do. Exercise today we are doing is very hard, painful, and I like to be apologetic about it. I didn't make it, so I'm not responsible. I told you yesterday, that's why half of the class has not come. That's good. But those who have come, 3/4 of you won't do. You understand? You have to take the count of the mercury. It's a very simple exercise. And you have to make these hands not this way, not wings, but just there, just to create a magnetic balance. Nothing we need from you more than that. Just simple. You are late. You see this situation? And you will sing by the tongue the tape we are playing, and you will copy the sound. Pavan. You can do it. Just keep on doing. You won't hurt. And you won't be convenient either. You can only do this consciously. Try, experiment it. What it brings changes in your mind, that's what I want to say. You are doing two things. You are asking your nervous system to keep on moving certain part of the body consciously. Then you are chanting something consciously which will create in you a very soothing effect, and you don't want to move. Contrast will be you don't want to move and you have to move. You understand? It's a test of the grit. Small movement of the hand, not big. Small. Smaller the better. This is a hard small movement. Pavana 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 pada pada pavan guru. 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 Pavana 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 pada pada pavan guru. Pavana 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 pada pada pavan guru. Pavana 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 pada pada pavan guru. Pavana 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 pada pada pavan guru.
Para, Pavan Guru. Pavana, Pavana, Pavana.
Move small, move right angle.
Pavan Guru.
Just right here. Balance yourself.
Pavana, Pavana, Para, Para, Pavan Guru.
It will affect the stem of the brain. That's the only way to affect it.
Pavana, Pavana,
Move small. Don't do this. Just this. Watch me.
Pavana, Pavana, Para, Para, Pavan Guru. Pavana, 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 Para, Para, Pavan Guru. Pavana, 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 Pavana.
Hold. He put the hold on, relax. Please watch what we are doing. The brain has a stem. It is this big. It does many jobs. One job it does is that it will give you the strength of being awake, being conscious. And you will realize you are not, you are sleepy. It will give you your own study. Got it? Okay, now the beauty of that is you can't do like this. This is the birds do. That's not right. You have to understand very simply. It's a very simple phenomena. You have put your hand straight like this is, as I am, chest out, chin in, standing, and you just do this. You just move the hand like this slowly. Yeah, that's the problem. Thumb touching the mercury. That way you will communicate with your own psychomagnetic field. And how strong you are and how wonderful you are, you will get it right in you to understand what I am saying is true or not. Tusan jana. See you later. Oh, wait kar din brother. Blessing, thank you. All right? Now we have a deal. Correct? Now steady. Stretch out. Just watch. Oh, are we serving a cake today or not?
Yes, sir.
You are having a cake even also. Therefore you should work Riya. Look, this is how it is. Little vibration, little. Stretch out and little vibrate. Oh, it will do you something you have never done before. Fast, move fast like thoughts. Don't bend your wrist, nothing. Keep straight and move. 11 minutes, I let you go.
Pavana,
have done for half of the time. Keep up. Keep up, it is the foundation of the brain you are dealing with. Don't worry about the pain. Four more minutes. Let us go for the kill, come on. Two more minutes. 5 seconds. Come on, join the club. 30 seconds. Join me. So time is up. Close it. You are at automatic. Move powerfully. Your whole body will change. The magnetic will change. Brain drum will respond. It's not hurtful now. Thank you. It takes 11 minutes to become conscious human. With the hypothalamus, with the tongue, you have to create the sound. With the mercury mount, you have to put your ego. And you have to move like this. It's very easy once you have a practice. And then you have to come down like this, like this, like this, and then you come here, then you go automatic. You will be surprised to experience that force. And once you have that force, and you start closing your eyes and concentrating at the third eye, you will see what you have never seen. You will hear what you have never heard. And you will know which you don't have ever even tried to know. Once the prana shakti, parapash, brahm, paraman, pavan, 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 par, para, pavan, guru. When the pavan shakti, through this exercise, this is called pavan kriya. Once with this kriya, the pavan, the prana shakti, turn itself to pra-shakti, and you neutralize, and then you let it move you. The spine and the entire nervous system will respond. You must be an idiot if it takes 40 days. A normal man in 21 days can achieve what you have never achieved in your life. We have a tape, you can put it on. You have watches, you can count 11 minutes. You can bring down from the, this is a very honest, it's not a juggler's job, you know what I mean? You are dealing with the stem of the brain. And you can go encyclopedia and check it out what a stem of the brain does. And they only know very little about it. But that is the mura danda. That's the mura. Mura means total essence of strength of God in you. That little thing. As much you can enjoy. This is enjoyment, this is ejaculation. True, in simple words. The joy of that will give you the experience of ecstasy, and you will be automatic. I couldn't stop because I have to stop. I would have started hitting this. Sometime I just, when I get my non-working minute, when everybody is not on me, I just revive myself. You must understand, you have to stick with me because I am running my last mile of life. And I have so much knowledge, I just want to share with you. It's up to you, you practice or not, you believe it or not, or you experience it or not. That's not my ideal situation. I worked, I studied, I put in years and years and years into it. It didn't come to me free. I didn't get up one morning and I was a yogi. Not at all. I worked hard in a very precise discipline with a very excellent commitment and very decent behavior. These are very essential things. And what is the idea of living if you don't know yourself? I don't understand, really, honest to God. Good things are happening to me, bad things are happening to me. Good and bad things means what? First of all, you do not know who you are, what good and bad you are talking about. Somebody once introduced me. I went to somebody's house and he introduced me. This is my best friend. We talk to heart and heart. We cannot live without each other. I believed what he said. It's okay. 2 years later I went and said, you didn't invite your best friend. He said, I don't want to speak about it. I said, what's wrong with this? Tell me, come and tell me. Oh, we are arch enemies. Then he had a long list. I just laughed. He said, why you are laughing? I say, enemies never harm, friends do. When you make a friendship to give. If you make a friendship and you make a friendship to take, you will be hurt. Does it sit in your head? You can defend yourself against the enemy with all your strength. You even do not know emotionally how to stand against a friend. Guru Gobind Singh in one of the war confronted a Mughal general, Sadeh Khan. And Sadeh Khan keep on attacking arrow after arrow on Guru Gobind Singh. Guru Gobind Singh only defended the arrow or cut the arrow with the arrow and won't attack. The Sikh said, my lord, he is the commander. He is within the range of your arrow. Your arrow never misses. One arrow, he is finished, we win the war, we go home. They are attacking us, we are not attacking them. Guru Gobind Singh said, Khan, I taught him how to do the archery. His sister is my disciple. She is in prayer. So long she is in prayer, I cannot attack him. Sir, one that will be. He said, I don't know. All she has missed one discontinuity and you see my arrow goes right where. Lord, you can be hurt. He said, war is a war. Sir, he's mad, he's blind, he's attacking. No, he's doing the duty. The emperor wants him to destroy me. He has come to attack. He's the best general. But I cannot attack him. His sister is sitting before the Allah, meditating, protect my brother, requesting me to protect him. I can't attack. Sadeh Khan didn't stop. Mughal general with all his army, he took the lead himself, came within the range. One, two, attack after attack. Finally that moment came. The sister prayed, God speak to Sadeh Khan that Guru Gobind Singh is the divine soul. He must not attack. Conscience changes. Sadeh Khan didn't hear that either. The arrow went right in his ear. Sadeh Khan fell. The army ran away. Guru Gobind Singh went himself, took his head, put it on his lap. He said, I taught you everything, but first thing I taught you to listen. Neither you listen to me, nor to listen to your sister. He said, no, Lord, I knew all. I am your still student. I wanted to die in your lap. I created the opportunity. I did my prayer. And you are very kind, you listen to me. You call it psychopathy. There are a lot of pathies, allopathy, homeopathy, naturopathy. But there is a psychopathy in which mind talks to mind, in which psychomagnetic field talk to electromagnetic field, in which creator talks to creation and creation listens. Next week we'll meet Wednesday, God willing, nobody knows, Wednesday and Thursday. And now it is a happy birthday of Sri Ram Singh. Oh, put that tape if you have got. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Hare. And cake will be served in the honor of his birthday. He is himself a full-fledged cake. Have you met the man? He is a very good businessman, Srinape. May the long time
sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Long time sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on.
Blessings, 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 blessings. Satnam. Oh. coughed. You?
Siri Ram Hare. Siri Ram Jai Ram Hare. Siri Ram Hare. Siri Ram Jai Ram Hare. The great God Ram sat all alone.
It is whole Ramayana in this song.
He said it's time.
Whole Ramayana, whole story.
I'll send myself to planet Earth. And of course I'll take a Virgo birth. People won't know that she is me, but through her I'll learn how it is to be. I call some woman the highest form in which a human can be born. Siri Ram Hare. Siri Ram Jai Ram Hare. Siri Ram Hare. Siri Ram Jai Ram Hare. And to make the game more fun, I won't tell her truth till she's begun to see through the Maya and seek a teacher. Then I'll reveal feature by feature the whole divine plan, the future that's bright. And watch and see if she assesses it right. I'll watch and see if she assesses it right. I'll watch and see if she assesses it right. I'll watch and see if she assesses it right. I'll watch and see if she assesses it right. I'll watch and see if she assesses it right. Siri Ram Hare. Siri Ram Jai Ram Hare. Siri Ram Hare. Siri Ram Jai Ram Hare. Calls a woman with radiant face, living virtue with infinite grace. Inspire mankind to be divine. Show your brothers to see beyond time. The great God Ram sits on his throne. He came to earth, but he never left home. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. He's the stage, he's the player. Inside and out, above and below, putting on this magnificent show. Colors and light, shapes and forms. He seems to die, then seems to be born. He laughs, he cries, he loses, he wins. The game never ends, it never begins. Siri Ram Hare. Siri Ram Jai Ram Hare. Siri Ram Hare. Siri Ram Jai Ram Hare. The game is on, the Creator has spoken. The players in place, the mystery broken. What shall be the end, only God knows. But when she knows that I am he, and when she knows that she is me, we'll both be happy cause we'll be free. 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 Siri Ram Hare. Siri Ram Jai Ram Hare. Siri Ram Hare. Siri Ram Jai Ram Hare. Siri Ram Hare. Siri Ram Jai Ram Hare. City Ram, City Ram, City Ram, 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 Hare. You got to know the man, woman. You got to know the man. You got to know the man, woman. Truly yours. You got to know the man, woman. You got to know the man. You got to know the man, woman. Truly yours. He was rough and hard, but he was your man. He made you blush, and he made you blue, but he made you a woman, and his love was true. He made you a woman, and his love was true. He was good and giving, he was sweet and kissing. He was always there, sometimes mad, but listen, he was the man of your dreams, very hard to please. He was right and strong in what he believed. You got to know the man, woman. You got to know the man. You got to know the man, woman, and truly yours. You got to know the man, woman. You got to know the man. You got to know the man, woman, and truly yours. You can feel him inside you with every move you make. He is deep inside you with every breath you take, leaving for life whatever it takes under your skin. In each uncertainty, you can see his strength. You can see him ahead of you in every breath and length. In each uncertainty, you can feel his strength. You can see him ahead of you in every breath and length. Hot breath on cold days, warm rub in lonely ways, shining sun on a wintry day. Man is man, what can you say? He is the light in your eyes, the reason for your sighs. He is your image and reality. Make that man a certainty. He is your image and reality. Make that man a certainty. He is your image and reality. Make that man a certainty. You got to know the man, woman. You got to know the man. You got to know the man, woman, and truly yours. You got to know the man, woman. You got to know the man. You got to know the man, woman, truly yours. You got to know the man, woman. You got to know the man. You got to know the man, woman, truly yours. You got to know the man, woman. You got to know the man. You got to know the man, woman, truly yours. You got to know the man, woman. You got to know the man. You got to know the man, woman, truly yours. You got to know the man, woman. You got to know that man. You got to know. If we live above time and space, we can understand the realm of the infinite state. Neither gain nor loss we face in the shelter of the Guru's place. The name of God is the prophet that we seek, for it is nectar, there is nothing so sweet. When we let ourselves go and dive in deep, catch a hold of the name, it's ours to keep. Go to God's store and buy the wealth of the name, to cut away the noose of karma's pain. Meditate forever on the name of Satnam, and evaporate your sorrows in the sound of its song. The name is like a candle burning in your heart, experience of ecstasy practiced as an art. So let yourself go and dive in deep, catch a hold of the name, it's yours to keep. If we live above time and space, we can understand the realm of the infinite state. Neither gain nor loss we face in the shelter of the Guru's place. The name of God is the prophet that we seek, for it is nectar, there is nothing so sweet. When we let ourselves go and dive in deep, catch a hold of the name, it's ours to keep. Go to God's store and buy the wealth of the name, to cut away the noose of karma's pain. Meditate forever on the name of Satnam, and evaporate your sorrows in the sound of its song. The name is like a candle burning in your heart, experience of ecstasy practiced as an art. So let yourself go and dive in deep, catch a hold of the name, it's yours to keep. The name is like a candle burning in your heart, experience of ecstasy practiced as an art. So let yourself go and dive in
Catch a hold of the name, it's yours to keep. Catch a hold of the name, it's yours to keep. Catch a hold of the name, it's yours to keep. Catch a hold of the name, it's yours to keep. Catch a hold of the name, it's yours to keep.
When my nights get me lonely, my days get me long, and my life leaves me only my prayer and my song, then I've got someone special to help me across. My personal guru, my guru Ram Das. And he brings me my breathing space and buys me my time. I'd follow him any place and not fall behind, with love for the lonely and peace for my mind. My personal guru, my one of a kind, my sweet Guru Ram Das, my one of a kind. When my heart gets me tired and I wish I could cry, my time has expired and I can't ask it why, and my hours keep getting longer and I know I can't last. His love makes me stronger, my Guru Ram Das. And he brings me my breathing space and buys me my time, and I'd follow him any place and not fall behind, with love for the lonely and peace for my mind. My personal guru, my one of a kind, my sweet Guru Ram Das, my one of a kind. Space and buys me my time. I'd follow him any place and not fall behind, with love for the lonely and peace for my mind. My personal guru, my one of a kind, my sweet Guru Ram Das, my one of a kind. My nights get me lonely and my days get me long, my life leaves me only my prayer and my song, then I've got someone special to help me across. My personal